Join me as I share my personal journey and challenge myself to open up about how Jesus turned my life around during Holy Mass, helping me overcome anorexia, anxiety, depression, and alcoholism. I've struggled with these issues for years, but attending Holy Mass has been a crucial part of my healing process, and I'm excited to share that with you today. My struggles with anorexia, anxiety, and depression started at a young age, and as I got older, I turned to alcohol to cope with my emotions. I felt lost and alone, like I was living in a dark cloud that I couldn't escape. Simple tasks became daunting, and my relationships with loved ones began to suffer. I was constantly exhausted, and my mental health was in shambles. I felt like I was drowning in my own thoughts, unable to find a lifeline to cling to. My anxiety would spiral out of control, making everyday situations feel overwhelming. I became withdrawn, isolated, and felt like I was losing myself in the process. My depression made it hard for me to find joy in things I once loved, and my anorexia took a toll on my physical health. I was a shadow of my former self, and I didn't know how to escape the darkness that had consumed me. I hit rock bottom when I realized I had lost control of my life, and that's when I knew I needed help. I sought help through therapy and support groups, but it wasn't until I started attending Holy Mass regularly that I began to experience a sense of peace and comfort. I remember one particular moment during Mass when I felt a deep sense of connection to God, and it changed everything for me. I started to open up to my loved ones about my struggles, and they became a source of strength and support for me. I learned to lean on them when I needed help, and that took a huge weight off my shoulders. I began to see that I wasn't alone in my struggles, and that there were people who cared about me and wanted to help. This realization gave me the courage to keep moving forward, even when things seemed impossible. I started to rebuild my life, one small step at a time, and it wasn't easy, but it was worth it. During one Holy Mass, I felt an overwhelming sense of peace and love that I had never experienced before. It was like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders, and I could finally breathe again. In that moment, I knew that I was exactly where I was meant to be, and that God was with me, guiding me through my struggles. It was a turning point for me, and it marked the beginning of my healing journey. I started to see that my struggles were not defines of who I was as a person, but rather opportunities for growth and transformation. This new perspective gave me hope and renewed my sense of purpose. I felt like I had been given a second chance at life, and I was determined to make the most of it. My faith and the experience of attending Holy Mass have been instrumental in my healing process, and I'm grateful for the sense of community and support that I've found through my church. It's given me hope and reminded me that I'm not alone in my struggles. If you're struggling with similar issues, I encourage you to share your story in the comments below, and let's support each other on our journeys towards healing. Don't forget to subscribe for more uplifting stories, and check out another video that explores the power of faith in overcoming adversity.